So let's build our own RAG system that's standalone so we can run it on our local machine. I'm going to run it in CodeSpaces in the cloud. You can get my LinkedIn link here, and this is the link to this deck and has a few extra slides to describe things like embeddings. What we're going to do is to build this RAG system. We're going to use OpenAI, so you'll need an OpenAI API key. We're going to clone this repo, vector db face, and the steps will be, once we've cloned the repo, we'll set up an OpenAI API key. We'll launch CodeSpaces. We'll create a library of documents. I'm going to give you just a couple in this repo. And then we'll load and embed those documents into MySQL database. And we'll also create an in-memory version of that database, which is fast to search. And when we get our embedded query, we'll find the K closest documents. Here we'll choose just 2, say. And then we'll create a prompt with the query and those documents and send it to GPT-4. So we'll embed those in the context window, send them to GPT-4 so that it can answer the question from those documents. Okay, so here I've already assumed that you've cloned the repo. We're going to set up the OpenAI API key. So we'll first go to settings and then go down to secrets and CodeSpaces. And we'll create a new key and we'll call it OpenAI API key. And then you'll have to give it a value. So here, for example, we give it the name. So this would be OpenAI _API _key. Now, there's nothing special about that name, but it's the one I'm using. And then if you put your secret key in here, you'll be all set up to hit the OpenAI API. Okay, so let's go back to the repo. And now we can go and launch a CodeSpace. I've already got one here, and you just click to set up your CodeSpace. It'll now spin up a machine in the cloud, and the default machine will have the ability to run JavaScript, and I've written this code in JavaScript. Now I'm actually running in the cloud. I've got my directory structure here, and you'll see that we've got 2 documents. So it's going to look under this directory documents, and it's going to embed all the documents it finds. Here I've just got a couple. One is about Data Studio, and another one is about visualization. Okay, so it's going to, when we start it up, chunk those documents and put them into a vector database. Here I'm just using MySQL. Let's clean out that database. So I'm going to just delete that database so that it's going to recreate it. So I'll delete it permanently. And now we're ready to run the code. To run the code, we just go to this terminal window over here and enter node and server.js. So we're going to run this file. So this is the one that does all the work, and it happens to be written in JavaScript. So let's launch it. Okay, it's recreating that SQL database, but there'll be nothing in it. Now what I'm going to do is load all the documents from the folder. So let me do that. And you'll see here it's loaded 2 documents. So SQL now knows about that. We can now do a search. So for example, search documents. So what is Data Studio? Now, it's possible that the LLM itself has been trained on this, but in fact it will load these. So we'll do a search, and it's going to select the documents and give an answer. So here it's giving an answer from the document, and the document that it'll have chosen, if we go and take a look back here, we've got one document under here on Data Studio. The other one is on visualization in general, so it's not on Data Studio. So it'll have chosen the document and answered the question. Okay, so we searched and we got back information from the correct document. So that's creating a RAG database in just a few minutes. Okay, bye for now.